So in a few hours from now, as you can see, an hour past 7, 11 hours as of today of recording, 11 hours 45 minutes, we're going to now get into the biggest fight of all time in Rise of Kingdoms. Rockers, another content here for you guys. Because as we get into the King's Land in here, we've done such a great job over in our area, over in this side. And we did a wonderful job going against our opponent, which is 71. So when we look into the kingdom overview in here, remember that we are going against a 3 onto the top in here, which is the 1960, and then 2377, and then 167, and then 1671. So we have fought 1671 for the most part, and we have done such a great job for our kingdom and have successfully done so. Now I don't really know what heck happened here for the most part within the 1960 and them going against with the 1v in here. So far what we see, it's been a split decision in this area, and as you can see that 60 GT holds the pass over in this side, and then over here you can see onto the next pass, you can see that the 1v team holds it over in this area as well. Now, there is not just 1v in here, so I can't just say that. So when we look into this one, you will see that in this area, you will find that 2268 alongside 1034, which is the 1v. Now, over in this area, I thought we were coming into this past 7, but actually no. 75 is going into this zone over here. And actually, who are these guys in here? What kingdom are they? So this is the 2268. So 75 is on the other side, and then you can see that our ally is over in this area in here. So we have given them the pass in here that we tried to secure earlier. So this is going to be the 1606 kingdom in here. So this is going to be very, very interesting. I really do not know what is the big plan as we enter and who we are going to end up facing. I don't think we're going to directly face 1960, but you never know, because once we get into the King's Land in here, it is going to be the entire map now. In this entire zone, anything can happen. We may face them, we may not, we may fight them, we may come in for support. We don't know. Well, I don't know, at least for the planning. But this is definitely very interesting how things are being planned out right now. As you can see, we've teleported everybody that is like high tech in the middle in here, in the center. And here you can see TP for rallies and TP for rally garrison leads. We got the back lines in here, which is like my power, and then we got the 40 to 70 million not max tech can teleport over here. So there's definitely a lot of things going to happen in here as the pass opens, so you guys got to tune in. And then when we get into the battle in here, the things that I'm going to tell you right now is that so far what I have done is I've done a decent amount of contribution. I kind of stepped away from the game for a little bit, and I was playing Call of Dragons for the most part. But so far what we have done is that we have now about 1.5 million dead troops, and about I don't know how much KP I've got. I don't think I have a huge amount of KP. My goal for this KVK is to really support and join into the rallies, because this is a very expensive KVK, and with this expensive KVK, man, I'm telling you, like people have dumped so much money into the game. It's just ridiculous how expensive the game is, and it's ridiculous. I did not buy anything into the Crystal Tech, and I don't think it's worth it to buy for the Crystal Tech. So regardless of whether our allegiance win or lose, I think for our kingdom, we definitely have shown that 2891 is a very good kingdom that has done significant amount of contribution into this KVK. We are definitely the baby or the underdog kingdom in this KVK. And once we get into this battle, what I've realized, when we were in battle, what I've realized is that a lot of players are just so much more geared up and very, very powerful. And this is something that, they've put in a lot of their money into the game and, to be powerful so that they can dominate within the game. Without the sheer amount of money into the game, things would be a little bit different, of course. But just simply by looking into the Lost Canyons in here, I'm like rank D. You know, with the everything that I've worked on, I'm rank a D right now. So that is definitely something to kind of note in here, and how powerful and how strong each individual players are within this KVK. Yeah, we definitely see a lot of big spender in this KVK. Tremendous amount of spending and fighting capability that they can, and they have, you know, pilots as well within the game. So that is also something that, you know, will be very beneficial for them to keep on the pressure and fighting into the Kingsland. I know, I don't know if 1v do pilots, but I know 60 is known for having pilots, and I don't know about other kingdoms in here that has, but I know for sure that there are whales in here that runs with pilots. And with speaking of pilots, the game has actually introduced, well, I don't know where it's at. I know they have just introduced a new approach into, you know, getting, you know, bundles in here. So I think it is not showing in the PC version, but it is showing in the mobile version. But there was supposed to be like some tickets that you can buy, and then with those tickets you can redeem it later. And people have been saying that these are really good for the pilots in here. So I don't know where it's at in the PC version, so maybe they don't have it on PC version yet. But yeah, so this is just going to be really interesting how the things are going to progress within the game. We're really going into the darker, deeper path of the game, because it's going to be a lot more pay to win moving forward in the future. So the future of the game, I don't know what's going to be, because like I said, it's going to be a lot more pay to win as we progress within the game. So the free-to-play will definitely suffer. Now, a lot of people have made business as well within the game. The pilots are making money. There are other, you know, different sources of income as well within the game. So this is why Rise of Kingdoms also still flourish, because there are players who makes money out of the game with various means as well. Which is more power to everyone if you can make money off the game. So let's take a quick look into the individual power right now. Let's just quickly look into the power rankings so we can kind of have a base of understanding on how much power we're going to see depleted from these players within this KVK. So when we're looking into this one, you can see Wild Lion and Mr. Hope, number 1 and number 2, the father and son duo, the Russians. They are at 2377, 1960 for GT. 1034. So you can see all of the top in here, top 4 is our opponents, all right? And then, well, including including top 5 in here. So insane. And then we will have 1V, and then PM268, called Tear, the Achievers Z, Cow, and then D91S, which is our Korean. I think he's the guy who dropped the a lot of gold chests in our alliance. So I think he's one of them. So I think he's the one. And you can see some of the players in here, even though with the intensive fighting that they have done with the 1960 kingdom in here, they are still into the top rankings in here. It's almost like it didn't really hurt them, you know? So when we look into the alliance kills, you can see they are 2 trillion kills in the 60 GT. And when we look into 77, 1 trillion, 1V with a 1 trillion, 75, 1 trillion. But you can see this is a huge gap in here. You can just kind of understand how much of whale that are in this, alliance is. And then, of course, there are others in here, and where we are at is rank 8, which is at 684 million KP. Now, when we look into the alliance power, you can see that the Glory of Vietnam, 2377 with the 18 billion, 60 GT with 16 billion, ING 15 billion, SV68 with 15 billion, 1B 14 billion, and then us in here at 14 billion over here. 75 13. 75 actually have lost a lot of power, but they actually have 2 alliances that are very strong in here, which is good. So 75 is our ally, which is looking forward to how things are going to turn out in here within the game. So this is going to be very exciting. There's going to be a lot of fighting, and I don't know at what point it will end up stopping. And I don't think this fight will be like done in a day or so. I think this is going to be a heavy, draining fight. So if you guys are tuning in into this KVK, please let me know in the comment section What do you think so far of the fighting in here? I wasn't able to monitor every single thing because I have life as well. But I did tell our leadership, Bilal, that I will be back when it comes to the Kingsland. So I'll show up in here, dump my troops, contribute. I want to lower my power. I want to get down to 60 million. So hopefully I can try to basically lower my power significantly here in Rise of Kingdoms. But let me know what you guys think. If you guys are rooting for 60's team or 1V's team, or, you know, with 1V's team, which is us as well. So anyway, we will try to have some fun, but again, it's a very expensive game, and people have spent thousands and thousands of dollars, and at the end of the day, what do you get out of it? Anyway, I'll see you guys again next time.